laid in front of me. Color of her eyes were the color of insanity. Crushed beneath her wave like a ship I could not reach the shore. We're all just dancers on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Pressed against her face, I could feel her insecurity. Mother been a drunk and her father was obscurity. Nothing ever came from a life that was a simple one. Pull yourself together, girl, and have a little fun. Well, she took me by the hand, I could see she was a furry one. Her legs ran all the way up to heaven and past Avalon. Tell me something, girl, what it is you have in store. She said, come with me now on the devil's dance floor. Well, swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more next to me. Swing a little more, and then there we go. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor. Swing a little more on the devil's dance floor.
Word has been passed on to me that you are leaving the world of the working class men and women. With that, I want to say, you and I have been more than friends since your college days. Over the past 40 years, our friendship has developed through the martial arts in an unbreakable bond that still exists today. We have been through many good times and never a bad time. During our competition days, even when we got hurt, although it was you who usually got hurt because I was busy not fighting but coaching. I know how you envied me because I then was fat and bald. You had to outdo me by losing your hair and getting fatter and balder than I. Well, not nice. I started you as a karate teacher, and even though your drive and thirst for knowledge, you continued to excel and become a master. Now, I am your teacher and advisor, again, as you enter the life of senior citizens. Here are some tips that you will need to know about the seniors. Are you sure it's the right thing to do? Do you realize you will not be a karate master of past times? You are entering the class of people well known to the world as senior citizens. You will soon realize that these seniors will attempt to impress you with their extensive so-called knowledge and world problems. You will be quizzed as to what purpose your new life has to offer the confines of senior lifestyle. Let me clue you in on a few facts, being a member of the seniors of the world. First, when robocalls become part of your daily routine, you think you can have a conversation. Well, you can't. Your daily routine's now picking up after yourself and learning to do the wash of your own clothes. Leslie will show you how to do this. Boredom will force you to accompany your wife on her daily outings to the mall or the food shopping. Luckily, if she doesn't meet anybody, you will be safe. Be prepared to spend many minutes to hours if your wife finds a friend while shopping. You will find yourself becoming the all person that is required to accomplish all tasks that others in your family can't find time to do. Your children will see you and call you more than often depending on their needs. You will find that an afternoon nap is the only thing you are going to look forward to. If you mention the word sex in mixed company, you will most likely receive a glaring stare from your wife and a verbal commitment of the same. Once people find out that you are a karate master, you will find that all seniors want to intimidate you by their verbal threat of some kind, making a meaningless stance and yell, "Hey!" Thanks, Jim. Have a great day. Jim, all this being said, once you adjust to this way of life, there is no life to compare it. Chairman of the Senior Citizens and Lifestyles, yours truly, James Donald Kennedy I. Good luck, buddy.
Hi, Sensei. Can't believe the time is finally here for your retirement. I know it's something that you've been looking forward to, that we've all been looking forward to. We've known each other for 23 years, and I just recently celebrated my 41st birthday, which I believe means that I've been alive for a shorter amount of time than you've been a manager at Travelers, which is pretty crazy. I wrote a lot of stuff down, so forgive me for reading off the pages. I'll make it quick. Mr. Toulon set me up with my first job out of college as a paralegal at one of the law firms he managed. I didn't have much of a desire to go to law school or work in a law firm, but I definitely knew I wanted to be like my martial arts teacher in any way I could. The prospect of seeing and maybe spending time with him was not something I could pass up. While I did my work to the best of my ability, I was a terrible paralegal. My best achievement was doing 800 push-ups over the course of any workday in a small room adjacent to where I worked, which I dubbed the push-up room, which is where the attorneys did their depositions. In my brief stint at Travelers, I was able to sit with the staff on certain days when the regional counsel, Sensei, would pay a visit to the staff as a whole. While we congregated in the office before Sensei's arrival one winter morning in Philadelphia, one attorney commented on Mr. Toulon never wearing a winter coat, no matter how cold it was. Some hummed and hawed about the winter gusts and responsible care and safety, wondering how and why Mr. Toulon would do that. After another attorney generally said something along the lines of, well, I think he does the karate, it dawned on me that these people had absolutely no idea who they were dealing with or what Sensei was capable of, which I found both humorous and terrifying. It also spoke volumes about Sensei's character, that these people who worked for him, if nothing else, gave him the utmost respect as a leader and manager without knowing anything about his ability as a martial artist. That, to me, was an invaluable lesson in character. Mr. Toulon has always appreciated people who are skilled in their field, focused, decent, and passionate, as evidenced by the group of students he has assembled, which number engineers, doctors, science teachers, a retired JAG lawyer and major in the United States Marine Corps, businessmen, a research scientist, and an actor. Interestingly, there are no lawyers from Travelers. Over the years, Mr. Toulon has faced, beaten, or overcome many a challenge and obstacle. Professional kickboxing, hurricane force waves, becoming a new student of Taiko Oyata after already being a very highly ranked and achieved martial artist, the bar exam, 4 decades as a manager of law firms, back surgery, knee surgery, shoulder surgery, neck surgery, cancer, and my friend and training partner Greg O'Donnell's arms on an ongoing weekly basis. In conclusion, Sensei calls me his dark-skinned son, which, given the current political environment, might be frowned upon by some people that have knee-jerk reactions. However, it's truly something I couldn't be more proud of. Even though it gave his father quite a start when that's how I was introduced to him, he was 89 at the time. It would take an entire book to put into words the gratitude I have as a student, friend, and surrogate family member. So, hopefully for now, it will suffice to say, congratulations, Sensei. You've worked for and earned your retirement in the most honorable way possible. There's so many in your life that just love you so much and just want you to be around for so many more years to come. Congratulations. Love you.
Hi, Sensei. I'm so happy to be able to be here to congratulate you on your well-deserved retirement. Momentous occasions like this are a great time to reflect and offer the opportunity to say things that you might not ordinarily say in everyday conversation. Margot and I met you 22 years ago at the first day of Villanova Karate Club. And I bring that up during your retirement celebration because of the importance of that day and others to myself and hundreds of other Villanova students throughout the year. I imagine that before arriving at the gym to teach class that day in 1998, you worked a long, stressful day. And before heading home to your wife and family and all the responsibilities that awaited you there, you took time out of that busy schedule to teach lessons to college kids that would improve all of our lives. Not just about martial technique, but also about personal discipline, character, hard work, and dedication that all people, but especially 18-year-olds like myself, needed to learn. And you did all of this, as far as I can reason, because you enjoyed it and you thought that it was important to pass down the knowledge that you had acquired. This desire to teach others patiently and generously, all while balancing family life and the dedication to Taika's family art, while still achieving at an incredibly high level in your career, has been and continues to be an inspiration to me as I try to chart my own path as a husband, father, martial artist, and professional. I'm so happy that you'll have the time now to spend with your family and pursue things in life that bring you joy without the added stresses of deadlines and weekend paperwork. Although I'm a bit worried about what the extra practice time might mean for my arms when we get back to our regular class. On behalf of myself and the O'Donnell family, we love you. Congratulations.
Retirement. Really? At last. So leave it to Leslie to do a video montage. But it's tough to capture 45 years in, and I quote, a quick roasting video. Can't reasonably do it by year or by decade and still be quick. Jim, we've shared a hell of a lot of life's milestones over those 45 years, so here goes with an attempt to be quick. First, since you've been talking about retirement for the last 10 years or more, I'm glad you finally pulled the trigger. I'm not sure what you were waiting for. How much money do you really need? It's not like Leslie spends like Caroline. Then I would understand. Caroline doesn't see this. Leaving our kids in a state to argue over is never a good thing, or at least that's my plan. So let's run through the 45 years. It all started in 1975 in karate, in that stinky room in St. Mary's with Don Kennedy. Oh, the memories. Endless push-ups and sit-ups with raw tailbones to show for it. Abusing ourselves, blocking drills, trying to see who could hit harder. The circle game with our friends from Marcus Hook. Can't turn your back on those guys. That sweat-soaked training rug that was never cleaned, or at least almost never. Talk about herd immunity. If we didn't get infected from that, COVID doesn't have a chance. Full contact training and fighting. Sparring partners with pro fighters. What were we thinking? But that was a great experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Tournaments at Villanova, Camden, Fort Dix, and the Mars Nationals in Cleveland. And then post-tournament parties at Don's. They were always a treat. And some blurry memories of gatherings at the Chetwynd apartment. Then moving from the Chetwynd to the palatial estate in East Norton. And the gatherings in East Norton were too many to count. Lots of great memories of good friends, family. It was tons of fun. Winter training in the garage, in the house, and then summers outside in various locations throughout the neighborhood. Planning for the dojo edition. $1,500 is not a lot of money. Our kids grew up fast, or at least looking back on it, that's the way it seems. I think maybe in real time, maybe not so much. But the Avalon years, lots of gatherings over the years, lots of fun, lots of good memories. But through it all, your unwavering search for the best martial arts training has been just unique and a blessing to a lot of us because it brought Taika into our lives, and that was a game changer and continues to be. So that's a great achievement, if you will. But now, after 4 years of 40 plus with mostly servicing travelers, it's time to hang it up. Quite frankly, it's hard to believe you lasted that long. I would have imagined that HR would have sent you packing years ago. I still don't know how you were able to send some of the content in emails that you did without raising red flags and having you flogged by HR. Maybe you had pictures of somebody in management. No. So now what are you going to do? Well, I guess whatever you want to. You've earned it. So this may not be much of a roasting video. I think those comments are best shared in person. So for now, my friend, my teacher, but most importantly, my friend, happy retirement. Look forward to seeing you in person real soon. Be well.
Hey Jim, it's Doug. Checking in with you to wish you a happy retirement. I guess that's what, the final stage of the Peter Principle. I have one great hope and two great fears about your retirement. I suppose the fears are that I'll be inundated with even more frivolous emails, and that your retirement will enable you to travel, resulting in more vacation videos. Although I have to say that at least we'll be able to watch something other than Iceland again. But in all seriousness, my great hope is, of course, that we will have greater opportunities to train together. And looking forward to that. Congratulations, enjoy. Love you guys.
Hi everybody, this is Carlo, and I'd like to share a funny story about Sensei. Back when I was the new guy, heck, I still am the new guy, but maybe 7 or 8 years into being the new guy, I started to get wise as to what exactly gets your foot in the door with Sensei outside of karate. So if you guys know him well enough, you'd know that he's into random movie trivia, and it seems to be movies typically related to Irish characters. So at some point, Sensei started emailing me random quotes, and I figured out that one of the quotes was from The Untouchables. So I typed it in, and the quote went something like, "I said you're a lying member of a no-good race." So I typed that into Google and got some search results back, and it read something like, "It's better than you, you stinking Irish pig." So I thought, I was like, okay, good answer as any. So I pasted it in and sent it to him in an email reply. And as opposed to getting a reaction, actually I didn't know what kind of reaction I would get, but apparently it was a very fond reaction. Kind of like Malone in the movie when I think about it. It's a little bizarre. But ever since then, Sensei's been sharing that story in class probably 3-4 times a year. He adds some other colorful words in front of Irish in that quote sometimes that aren't actually in the movie, but it's nice for emphasis. Come to think of it, it wasn't until we had that email exchange that he finally started letting up on the Italian jokes. Best wishes in your retirement, sir. I know you'll make the most of it.
Sir, congratulations on making it to retirement. It's been over 20 years since we met, and you're in general over these years, I've learned you're a pretty smart guy, but I think there's one thing that will always stick out and make me wonder, and that is those 20-some years ago, how you ever let this guy into the karate club. I mean, you look at him, he looks like some kind of a Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme wannabe with that long hair and all. I don't know. Well, enjoy retirement, and I hope there's a lot of good things coming in your future.
Hey Jim, I heard you're retiring. Congratulations. It's been over 20 years since I first met you at that gym in St. Mary's, and I wanted to take a quick trip down memory lane with you. So here we have the 2001 Villanova yearbook. and they did a really great job of capturing everyone in the karate club. So here we have seniors Gerard Lobo and Matt McMonagle, a very skinny Matt McMonagle, learning and practicing karate. Group led by Sensei James Tollin. He must have been a really important guy. And then here's the crew. We have Greg Donahue in the upper right. We got Gerard in the back, Lobster Bill, Dweej Mehta in the front. No idea who that is. You and I are not in this picture, but I can only assume, as usual, we're off in the back somewhere learning all the real karate while everyone else poses for pictures. But I just wanted to say thank you for all the great guidance and the great friendship over the years. I know I told you this before, but one of the greatest lessons you ever taught us was that you were the nicest bouncer in all of Philadelphia, because you had the confidence to conduct yourself and know that you could handle yourself, which got you out of a lot more situations than it got you into. And I think that's really paid dividends for me and everyone else over the years here. So, thank you again for everything, and really enjoy the retirement. You deserve it, and I will be down in Avalon to see you soon and help to celebrate.
Hey, Jim, it's Frank. I just want to say congratulations to you and Leslie and your family on retiring. I couldn't be any happier for you, and if there's anybody that's put in a lot of work and been a great dad, great friend, deserves to enjoy the retirement, it's you. Of course, that's besides me. But boy, I was wondering when you were going to do it. I think about it often. But I'm really happy for you. I'll tell you, Jim, when I look back at my life, most of the things that I remember that were great and or impactful or enjoyable or meaningful, your friendship has been a big part of that. Many of the memories I have, whereby I've been happy and enjoyed certain events or things, you were right in the middle of it, man. And I love you for that, and you'll always be my friend, and as will Leslie and the whole family. So, a couple stories. One cannot forget the 2 heavy buckets of concrete. I think Joey Z probably did that better than me, but it was really me that created that. It was when Rich was putting your deck in. And I think Rich had a hard time corralling us because we were just fooling around the whole time. And maybe drinking beer. I'm not sure if we were drinking beer at that point, but the 2 heavy buckets of concrete is awesome. And then there's the, doing Seisang kata or any kata, and you turn your head, and you've got to do it with vigor. Like a car just crashed through the wall, and you did it that one time, and some giant nose pumpkin came flying out of your nose and splattered on the ground. It was really bad, but enjoyable, right? And a lot of fun, and I guess last, there's so many, I can go on and on, just worry about the length of the video. I remember when I took my first black belt test, first degree. It was in your garage. It was like August, and it was like 110, 115 in there, and you and Brandon are sitting there with like large lemonade glasses barking out commands, and then Rich and Dan and maybe Bob Protesto, Charlie, you guys proceeded to just beat the shit out of me, and for a long time, it wasn't even like, show us everything you know, and then it was like even longer. And I remember going up to you the next day, and I said, dude, I think I lost I checked, it looks like I lost 10 pounds in like an hour and a half, and you just look at me and went, and then you walked away, man. And you're the best. I love you. I hope you guys get down to here soon, and if you do, you have a home here, place to stay, and let's keep in touch. And if not, I'll get up there to see you soon. All right. So congratulations, man. Take care.
Your hands at your sides like they're heavy buckets of cement. Ready? Front kick. 1, 2, 3.
Sensei, what's the purpose of the heavy bucket?
To inhibit, to have balance and to put the deck in. Put the deck in. To put the deck in. I now am balanced. Now I am not. I'd rather be carrying the buckets than doing anything else.
Hey Jim, I'm glad to see you finally made the decision to retire. You've been talking about it for 20 years since I first met you, so it's nice to see you're finally following through. Anyway, this would be more of a roast, but I'm really not up to speed on the latest karate jokes and gossip. Anyway, glad to see you're going to have more time on your hands to do the things that you want to do. You deserve it.
Oh. Hi, Jim. It's Caroline and Ted. Happy retirement. Can't believe you're retiring. Lots of fond memories of you, going way back when we used to work out on that foundation of the house behind you. Working out in the snow, our feet going numb, knees hurting. Remembering the working out in your garage, and Brendan tempting us with iced tea, putting on the dryer so that we could
make it hotter.
Make it hotter. I miss you guys. Really miss you. Can't believe it's been all these years, and you're finally getting to retirement. Hope you enjoy it, and hope to see you soon. With all this COVID, you know, we're not doing the 6 feet thing.
We're not doing anything right.
Not wearing our masks, but I guess it's all about Zoom now. But hopefully things will get back to normal soon, and we could see you guys. Miss you.
All right, Jim. Happy retirement. Enjoy. My memory of you is when you tried to drown us in the boat in the ocean in the middle of the night because she can't swim and I'm afraid of water. That's all I remember.
And us being crazy.
Right. Anyway, happy retirement. Best to you, best to your family. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.